Anteh pragya manusyasya balam vigyanam tasya vistara. This beautifully conveys that human intelligence is our greatest strength and science and technology are meaningful extensions that enhance our capabilities and open new possibilities. Good evening to our esteemed guests, eminent academicians, researchers, industry experts, faculty members, dear participants, and students. On behalf of the Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the valedictory session of the 28th Annual International Seminar on the theme Human Intelligence, Artificial Intelligence, and Industry 5.0. Over the past 2 days, 27th and 28th June 2026, we have been privileged to witness insightful keynote addresses, enriching technical sessions, engaging industry interactions, and stimulating research presentations. The seminar has provided an excellent platform for exchanging ideas and exploring the evolving relationship between human intelligence, artificial intelligence, and Industry 5.0. As we gather for the valedictory session, let us reflect on the knowledge shared, celebrate the success of this seminar, and express our sincere gratitude to all the speakers, participants, researchers, organizers, and volunteers whose collective efforts made this event a grand success. To formally commence the valedictory session, I would like to welcome Professor Ajay Kumar Singh Sir, Secretary General, Organizing Committee, and Senior Professor and former Head and Dean, Department of Commerce, Faculty of Commerce and Business, Delhi School of Economics, University of Delhi. Sir has served with distinction as the Head and Dean of the Faculty of Commerce and Business and is presently the Chairperson of the Delhi University Sports Council. Sir is the immediate past president of the Indian Commerce Association and has also served as the Vice Chancellor of Sri Sri University, Cuttack, Odisha. He is an internationally acclaimed academician and an honorary professor at John von Neumann University, Hungary. With nearly 4 decades of teaching, research, and academic leadership, Sir has authored over 250 scholarly publications, guided 43 PhD scholars, and has delivered lectures at more than 400 national and international conferences across 24 countries. An alumnus of Sri Ram College of Commerce, Sir has been honored with numerous prestigious national and international awards, including the Best Business Academic of the Year Gold Medal and the Gajendra Lifetime Achievement Award for his exceptional contribution to higher education and research. Teacher, researcher, administrator, mentor, and visionary leader, Sir continues to inspire the academic community through his remarkable contributions to commerce to education and research. Now, with great respect, I request Professor Ajay Kumar Singh Sir to kindly deliver the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Puja Kumari. Namaste. Good evening to all of you. It's a matter of great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome each one of you in the valedictory session of the 28th International Seminar on Human Intelligence, Artificial Intelligence, and Industry 5.0. Senior Professor Emeritus Dr. Rajendra P. Srivastav ji, Senior Professor Emeritus of Accounting and Information Systems, School of Business, University of Kansas, Lawrence, USA. Professor Dr. Ravindra Rana ji, Professor at DUT Business School, Durban, University of Technology, Durban. Professor BP Singh ji, Honorable Chairman, Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research. Professor Anil Kumar Singh ji, Director General, Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research. Distinguished delegates, eminent academicians, researchers, industry experts, faculty members, scholars, students, ladies and gentlemen. A very good evening to all of you. And if you are from West somewhere else, good morning or good afternoon to each one of you. At the outset, I extend my warm greetings and heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed esteemed dignitaries whose gracious presence has enriched this concluding session. We are honored to have with us internationally acclaimed scholars and distinguished academic leaders whose contributions to research, education, and professional excellence continue to inspire the global academic community. Over the past 2 days, this seminar has served as an intellectually stimulating platform for meaningful dialogue on one of the most significant transformations of our time, the convergence of human intelligence, artificial intelligence, and Industry 5.0. It has opened new possibilities while simultaneously raising important questions relating to ethics, governance, sustainability, innovation, and the future of work. The international seminar featured 5 highly engaging technical sessions during which eminent speakers, researchers, practitioners, and young scholars presented insightful papers and participated in thought-provoking discussions. The deliberations reflected the multidisciplinary nature of the theme and highlighted the importance of integrating technological advancement with human creativity, empathy, and responsible leadership. The richness of the discussions reaffirmed that while artificial intelligence has the potential to transform industries and societies, the defining feature of Industry 5.0 lies in placing human values at the center of technological progress. The future belongs not merely to intelligent machines, but to intelligent collaboration between human beings and technology for inclusive and sustainable development. I take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to all the keynote speakers, session chairs, presenters, discussions, co-chairs, delegates, participants for their enthusiastic involvement and valuable contributions. Your insightful presentations and active participation have made this seminar a memorable academic event. I also congratulate the organizing committee for meticulously planning and successfully conducting this international seminar. Their dedication, coordination, and commitment have ensured the smooth conduct of all sessions and created an excellent environment for academic change. As we conclude this seminar, I am confident that the ideas generated, collaborations initiated, and perspectives shared here will continue to inspire future research, innovation, policy formulation, and academic engagement. The knowledge exchange during these 2 days will undoubtedly contribute to strengthening our collective efforts toward building a future where technological advancement remains firmly rooted in human welfare and societal progress. It is my pleasure to extend a cordial invitation to all distinguished delegates, scholars, researchers, industry professionals, and students to participate in our future events also, that is 20th Annual International Conference, which is scheduled to be held on January 9 and 10, 2027. The main theme of the conference has been put as Navigating the Future, Resilience, Reinvention, and Global Collaboration. It is in the context of the global scenario that we are into right now, where US, Iran, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, and others, whatever situation has been created, how to navigate the future and having the resilience which India has shown, reinvent the future, and global collaboration which our Honorable Prime Minister is actually making with different countries in the world to ensure that we don't miss anything here in India and our growth pattern and trajectory moves on the same lines as we have been doing in the past to become the fastest growing economy in the world and leading towards Viksit Bharat 2047, that the mission that we have to accomplish. So how to navigate in that, considering the future that we have envisaged for ourselves as Bharatiya citizens. The sub-themes of the technical sessions will be reinventing the future with AI, quantum computing, and emerging technologies, societal transformation through innovation and reinvention, empowering the reservoir of future talents. India being the youngest country in the world in terms of the population, which is below the age of 35 years, India has the potential to lead the world in the future. global collaboration for shared prosperity, and one session that we generally have on research paper presentation on contemporary issues. And next year at the same time, the 29th Annual International Seminar is scheduled to be held on 26th and 27th of June. And the main theme of the seminar will be from conflict to collaboration. It is again considering the current scenario of the world. From conflict to collaboration, shaping the future of business, economy, and society. The seminar will include the technical sessions on global economic shifts and the new paradigm of business collaboration, digital collaboration and collaborative innovation in the future of business. Third session will be on responsible leadership and ethical decision making in a changing global landscape. Fourth session will be on collaborative governance and policy frameworks for sustainable development. And fifth, as usual, would be research paper presentation on contemporary issues. This session is typically for PhD scholars and others who are working in a specific field and they want input from the peers and seniors about the progress of their work. This session is mainly meant for them. I sincerely hope that you will once again join us with your valuable research, insightful ideas, and active participation as we continue our shared pursuit of academic excellence and meaningful global collaboration. Once again, I extend a very warm welcome to all our distinguished guests for this valedictory session and thank each one of you for being part of this enriching academic journey. I wish the valedictory proceedings every success. We'll celebrate and award the best papers also, those who have done their presentations and the jury has adjudged them the top two best papers. Those will also be announced in today's session so that we celebrate the success of the good research work that has been presented in this seminar, and they are also supposed to be considered for publication in Delhi Business Review, which is also scheduled to be released today. At this time in the valedictory session, the January-June issue, volume 27, number 1. I congratulate the entire DBR team, Delhi Business Review, to make this happen regularly, year after year, months after months. Every 6-monthly issue is being published in time. And I wish all success to each one of you. Thank you very much for being here with us. Namaste.
Thank you very much, sir, for your warm welcome address and inspiring words. We truly appreciate your guidance and support. Now it is my honor to welcome our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Rajendra P. Srivastav, Professor Emeritus of Accounting and Information Systems, School of Business, University of Kansas, USA. May I request the IT team to kindly present a virtual bouquet to our esteemed guest of honor as a token of our respect and gratitude. Sir, please accept this virtual bouquet as a symbol of our love and respect.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Pooja. I accept this with honor and pleasure. Thank you.
So, now I am privileged to introduce Dr. Rajendra P. Srivastav. Dr. Srivastav holds doctoral degrees in both physics and accounting and has devoted decades to advancing research in accounting, artificial intelligence, information systems, and auditing. He served as the EY professor at the University of Kansas for 24 years and was also the director of the EY Center for Auditing Research and Advanced Technology. He has authored more than 115 research publications in internationally acclaimed journals and has received over 5,000 citations, reflecting the global impact of his research. His pioneering work on the application of Dempster-Shafer theory in auditing and AI has significantly influenced both academic research and professional practice. Among his many honors are induction into the Hall of Fame in Accounting in India 2025, the Outstanding Research Award 2020, the AIS Literature Award, and the Bexdel Innovation Award. He has also served in several editorial and leadership positions and has delivered distinguished lectures across the world. Sir, we are honored by your gracious presence in this session. I now respectfully invite Dr. Rajendra P. Srivastav to kindly address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Pooja ji. Professor, Honorable Dr. V.P. Singh, Professor Ajay Kumar ji, and Professor Ravindra Raina, Professor Anil Kumar Singh ji, and distinguished industry participants, professors, distinguished attendance, the scholars. I am really honored and pleased to be a part of this conference. I have participated several times in the past, and every time I have enjoyed it and learned a lot. It's a great pleasure. Already the conference I attended, I think, one session on technology, innovation, and its application in AI and human AI judgment. It has been really wonderful, and I congratulate the organizers to think about such a wonderful topic. It seems like, I understand from the presentations, what I saw, a successful conference. So can I share my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see, I think. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is visible. Yes, sir.
Good. So the main theme here is human intelligence versus artificial intelligence, and how it's going to impact the current and the future of business environment, academic environments, and in general, as the whole humanity. I have heard previous presenters, and in particular Professor Ajay Kumar Singh ji, about what this human intelligence means, and then what the artificial intelligence means. So I'm not going to replicate that, but human intelligence in general means creativity, imagination, empathy, compassion, intuition, and all that. While artificial intelligence, of course, we are trying to replicate the profession, and academics all over the world, and researchers are trying to develop this artificial intelligence to almost mimic human beings. But it's still, it's not going to be possible. It's a lot of challenges there. Especially, it cannot be creative, it cannot be imaginative, it cannot really have the empathy and compassion. But what it is, that it is based on data that we have, and we use the data to develop models, and that models then predicts the outcome based on what we have the question for. So there are some problems. If you have bad data, of course you will have bad outcome. If you develop wrong models, hallucination is a big problem in our AI area. Means it can hallucinate, means it will provide, let's see, output which may not be real, but simply comes out with a wrong outcome. And yesterday I was listening to Dr. Bhatnagar. I mean, he was mentioning several things where it provided wrong outcome. So you need to have, as a human being, make a judgment about whether the outcome or the answer that artificial intelligence is providing, is it really correct, makes sense or not. And so I'm going to talk about some of these issues in the field where I have been involved. So one area, artificial intelligence, where people are trying to develop technology or tools where we can use it to automate certain process. And one area is interesting that some of you may already be involved or have seen self-driving car. In fact, I just bought a self-driving car by Tesla. It's very interesting. It does a lot of routine tasks, means identify objects on the road and drives very smoothly. Parks the car in a parking space, brings the car, goes inside the drive, garage and parks there. But there are some issues. You can train it based on something that we know already. So if something we don't know, you cannot train. So I have seen, on through Google search, that some cars are having problems in Australia and maybe Middle East somewhere where those particular things were not part of the training, like kangaroo. If kangaroo is around, vicinity of the car, it has problem in identifying. Now, evidence or the data that we get in the real world has a lot of uncertainty. So the one component of this AI tools being developed has an issue about uncertainty. And there are many different frameworks to manage uncertainty, and I have been involved in this area, especially for audit judgment. So right now, self-driving car is using Dempster-Shafer theory to identify objects. And I happen to be in the company of one of the inventor or Dr. Shafer, Glenn Shafer. He was my colleague at University of Kansas, and I identified that it has a lot of value in audit judgment. So you can see a picture. The far left is Dempster. He is at Harvard. He's retired now. And the next to him is Shafer, who was my colleague. He got his PhD from Princeton in statistics. So he developed the framework. I am in the third one, and of course the last one on the right is Ted Mark. He brings in a lot of behavioral areas. So we work together for a long time, 10, 15 years, to publish a lot of very basic papers that is applicable in AI domain. So I will just go through. You can Google search some of my work. They're all audit related, but I try to model and use this framework, how evidence can be modeled under using this uncertainty framework to make audit judgment. And so a lot of things like audit risk, information security risk, fraud risk, and all that. So wherever you have to make judgment based on evidence, this framework is useful. So when you are developing AI tools, evidence is what we are trying to gather. And so evidential reasoning, or reasoning with evidence, is very common in auditing, law, medical, and diagnosis and all that. And so this framework is really good. So anybody in the audience has more quantitative skill, this will be area that they should explore. Here is the paper. Means AI is not something started today. It has been for many, many years. I was involved in this from mid-80s when Glenn Shafer and I started working on this idea. This is the one example. Gordon and Shortleaf, the two researchers at Stanford, one was a medical doctor, other was a computer scientist, and they were the first one to think about how can we make computer to really make decision about certain disease, what is the really potential disease that this person has, and it was based on evidence, the test results they were getting. And interestingly, they found that the evidence that they were getting, they could not use the traditional thing, probability models or fuzzy logic. They realized that Dempster-Shafer theory is the right framework to model this uncertainty. And a lot of work has been done in this area in Europe and US. Here is one simple example. it's an example where you are looking at one accounting, accounts receivable for a hospital, and Arthur Andersen was big into auditing hospitals, and they had an issue about how do we determine whether we have done enough work or not, testing and validating certain accounts, like accounts receivable, and it is all very different because there the payment is made by insurance company. So this is a simple network model. You have assertions, objectives, and sub-assertions, and then there are a lot of procedures. You can see that one procedure connects to many different assertions. So we developed actually a tool. KPMG provided the funding for 3 years in a very competitive way. 100 proposals were submitted, and there were only 10 were funded. So we got 3 years in a row. We developed a software, and it is available to academics free. And so it aggregates all this information. The judgment is made by the actual person on the field, maybe auditor, and they input the evidence and then aggregate the information back and forth and determine whether we have done a work or not. Now, this is what is one of the way they're trying to model the actual audit process, and some firms are using this initial thought that we had into developing AI tool for AI for audit process. Now, another area that I worked, because artificial intelligence, you need a lot of rich data. And the problem is that if you just take the whole universe of data, which may have errors into it, contamination, then your model is going to be really not effective. And so we developed intelligent search engine tools. The 3 of them now: search engine for extracting knowledge, the first one from industry filings, which performs all kinds of textual analysis and text mining. I saw some papers in our session that some researcher had done text mining for especially healthcare data from hospitals, and pretty interesting findings. And then other one is for financial information. The third one is for insider trading. So these are more clean set of data that we have created for millions of filings from US and India public companies. Now, I think yesterday I saw Professor or Dr. Bhatnagar. He talked about, if you search for some piece of information through AI, but if the data is contaminated and in error, you are going to get bad result. So what he asked, certain question related to Gita, Bhagavad Gita, or some other ancient wisdom that we had in India. He asked about atomic theory. Well, it was so constrained because the entire data right now is very European centric. Unfortunately, the data has not been updated, including the Indian knowledge that we have of astronomy and a lot of science and all that. That is a challenge. Plus also, you cannot then trust that information because the basic data is not accurate. And so I feel that there is a lot of opportunity for India, the young minds, to incorporate that knowledge, that all the ancient knowledge into that system as a database, and then develop AI tool accordingly. Another example I'll tell you that is very close to my heart. If there is a model that is existing and has error, well, the outcome is going to be a problem because it will give erroneous outcome. So there is a technique that is being used for more than 20 years. They call it cosine measure of similarity. And you can use also to measure the similarity between documents. Filing, let's say annual filing of one company and another company, compare the two, or same company from different years, you can compare. Cosine measure means only two vectors where a document can be a vector. And so long the two documents have the same, let's say a given angle, and then another document, again the same angle, you're going to have the same measure of similarity. But what if in one case the two documents are equal in size, the length of the vector, and in another case it is 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 100 times, you're going to get the same result. So I realized that this is wrong model, it is not correct. And so I worked for a couple of months and then found the solution and published it. It was very well respected. And I asked AI to find the similarity of two documents. Guess what? It didn't know about my work and it gave me the wrong outcome. So what I'm trying to say that a lot of talks that is happening now that AI is going to replace human being judgments and all that, that is not quite right because it has a lot of limitations. It is trained on a data that is the past knowledge. That means if the data is wrong, we are going to have wrong result, or if the model is wrong, it's going to have a wrong result. So we have to take what we call it a grain of salt, means you have to make a judgment and assess whether the outcome is right or wrong, or is the system is hallucinated. So here is one of the users, Professor Mike Minis. He has been using our system for more than 13 years, and he says that this is one of the very efficient system, and he likes it. By the way, when I presented this at Delhi University, Dr. Ajay Kumar Singh was so gracious, and so they subscribe it, and few other schools, I think Ahmedabad, they subscribe it. And so it's a simple example. Textual analysis. Look at, I did for Satyam and Wipro. Both cases. Satyam is the one where there was a major fraud. The chairman misstated or overstated cash by $1.4 billion. Wipro. Satyam report was uniformly more complex to read and understand. So there's a textual analysis. You just look at the entire text and find out how complex it is to read. The models are developed, it is present, and use that and find it. That would be a good AI tool to modify it. Then another one here, I look at cosine measures. Look at that. Cosine measures, again, I looked at one company, Bancorp Bank, in the US. Using the cosine measure, I look at the difference, how the annual report changes from year to year to year. The year they committed fraud, there is a dip, but that dip is only 2%. But if you look at the red line, if you use the correct model that I have proposed, the difference is almost 40%. So there is a significant difference. So that's what I think, thinking about AI, we need to also think about what AI and how it is developed. Neural networks and all the regression models and the statistical tools are being used, but the basic problem still is the human judgment, intuition, your creativity. You have to think about whether that model is really accurate, correct, or not. There are different kind of models that are developed. Financial risk, litigation risk. It was published. We incorporated in our technology, and here is one method of financial risk for Enron, which was there was a major fraud there. So you can see higher risk compared to Microsoft. Or you can look at litigation risk, much higher in case of Enron than Microsoft. Of course, tax, they avoided more tax Enron than Microsoft. This is area that will be so wonderful for India to develop this. Some of the young minds should think about it, that how can we develop this kind of risk measurement for Indian environment, what are some key factors that goes into determining these different issues. There's also a tool that look at the 10 years of how different wars vary from one year to another year. And it's very interesting. I look at Enron from year to year, 10 years data, and you can see, especially some cases, wholesale word was not present in the beginning years, but towards the end, how many times? 54 times, 52 times, same thing as another here. So this is again challenges to all those young minds who are doing research. What is the thing that management, if they are trying to misspecify things or misrepresent things, what kind of word and phrases they will use and will not use. And you can get in a matter of second this distribution and play around and develop models to predict fraudulent behavior, misbehavior, and all that. So we have developed, I think, mentioned the financial data you can get in a matter of seconds, specific line items, or how that particular account is subcomponents. It is not available anywhere in the tool, but we have provided it. Here is a matter of seconds. I get the entire financial statements in Excel spreadsheet. I can download it by just clicking on the button and perform an analysis. Not only that, actually you can get a specific line item, let's say revenue, and I can find out revenue by different domains, different regions like Western regions, Northern regions, or by country. All that is already coded and cleaned. So developing AI tool becomes a lot more effective and less chance of any kind of hallucination. Here is one air traffic liability. You cannot get it from any of the current system. Means air traffic, all these airlines are giving a lot of free miles, and so those was the are a liability they have to pay, and some of them have $1 billion related to this liability. It is now here is the airline that Spirit went bankrupt, and look at their liability increased so fast, and you're talking about the $500 million naturally. So this is the kind of things that you can get through the systems in a clean way without any error. If you have to go and get, so we have already integrated this in AI. I will show you in a second. This is insider trading. You can get again in a matter of second, by querying the system. So here I query the system that who really invested in Tesla, means buying and selling stocks. And you can see Elon Musk, he on August 3rd was involved in a lot of transactions that day. So it's all matter of second. So now we have integrated this open AI, and how it is simply you use the clean set of data that we have created and search and ask questions and get answers. So here is one example. So that you can interact, ask questions to the system, for specific line items. That's the financial statement. Right now we have financial statements. We are going to integrate more. Or the labels and the segments and dimensions. Segment dimension means revenue could have many different segments or dimensions. It can have I mentioned in Europe different countries, or India and Australia, all different kinds of components of that. So here are some examples. If you want airline traffic liability for an event company, you can put that name. It will give you the look at Apple versus Microsoft. It compares the data. I can ask questions. Give me top 10 companies by assets, and bang, it gives you that. So what it is following. It takes your query. So there are some 6 different steps. So you ask the question to AI, then that question goes to AI, and AI finds some of the components and how you can extract it. So those components will be displayed, the tags, the labels, and then you, step 4, you make a judgment about what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, because we want to have interaction. So it's more interactive, because who knows if it may be hallucinated. I'll give you, and so you make a judgment that these are the tags or these are the labels make sense, and then it interacts with the C category database that we have, and then our tool then provides the output, and then you get to see the output. And if you want to have further questions, maybe I ask that, well, give me the comparison of Microsoft and Apple revenues. But then I thought, well, I should put maybe Enron. So I can say, can you add Enron? So it will add Enron. So what I'm trying to say that we have interactive, and it has also the history. So it goes back to your previous questions and then interprets it and provides the output. And so here is few slides that I have. I'm sorry that you cannot see it, but simply shows that you ask the question, and then it gives you the green highlighted items are the tags, and then you select them and then send it back. The system will give you the output in a matter of seconds. And then the next one is, can you add, Tesla, and then it will do again, and it will give you the data for all the three of them. Here is component. I had said, okay, give me the Apple breakdown of their revenue, and so it gave me the breakdown, all different components. You can see America segment, Europe segment, greater China segment, and all that, in all matter of seconds. So in terms of research opportunities, think about how AI can really help you get data in a matter of seconds. And that is what the power of AI is, in terms of processing millions of transactions in a matter of seconds. That's the beauty of it. So we should use AI as a tool to, really do our research. I'm talking about the academic environment, plus also the industry can use this to improve their process, and it's already happening. But with my caution is that don't simply accept what the AI tool is giving you. You have to question it, and that is what it is being done right now. Those companies that are using it, even writing code, it can write the code. So entry-level job is definitely going to be impacted, because you get the AI, to conduct and develop the codes, and you have to check and see if that code really makes sense, and then you use it in further analysis. And so I would say that as a researcher, we don't need to learn all the tools and how to develop it, or learn programming. Use your knowledge, imagination, and creativity to really create unique data using AI tool and a clean set of data. And we have provided that. I will give my here rsrivastav@ccareer.com, my email. If anybody wants to try that, send me an email. I'll send you a free link. Play around it, but it provides a lot of opportunity to do really creative work. So I think this conference has been a great learning experience, plus also in terms of stimulating the current ideas that is so relevant and important. And given what I have heard, I think it's already in a good starting stage. And Professor Ajay Kumar Singh's announcement about the next one, again, very exciting topics. So I really congratulate the organizers to think about such an exciting topic and invite some really distinguished scholars to participate. So thank you all very much. I will appreciate if there is any questions, but I have enjoyed the participation, and it has been my honor to share my work with the audience. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address on human intelligence and AI. Your explanation of the Dempster-Shafer theory in self-driving cars and intelligent search engines added a valuable practical perspective to the discussion. We sincerely appreciate your gracious presence with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It is now my privilege to welcome and introduce Professor Anil Kumar Singh, sir, Director General, Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research. Professor Anil Kumar Singh, sir, is a distinguished academician and professor of commerce with over 43 years of teaching experience at the University of Delhi. He has made significant contributions to the fields of human resource management, human resource development, and organizational culture through his teaching, research, and academic leadership. Sir has served in several key academic and administrative positions, including as acting principal, IQAC coordinator, NAC coordinator, and a member of various academic and governing bodies. He has also published extensively in reputed national and international journals and has presented research papers.
Stop it.
Okay, so may I now respectfully invite Professor Anil Kumar Singh, sir, to kindly address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Ajay Kumar Singh and Dr. Rajan Srivastava, Professor Rajan Srivastava,
I think Professor Rajan Srivastava has done most of the job with regard to, especially when I was thinking yesterday, how from 90s onward the AI work started. He has given proof in front of us that he has written an article in 91, and naturally things were in progress. In India, basically, when people were talking about AI, we were talking about computers. Introduction of computer in 1984, when the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi announced, people were shaky that that will take the job. And not only that will take the job, uh, uh, chances are that it may lead to a situation in which there will be a lot of people out of job, and that kind of feeling of displacement which is there in front when we are confronting AI. Naturally, AI is a much advanced tool. When Professor Srivastava is talking about driverless car, I remember correctly a few years back when law was made. Law minister said that the problem is that when the car will be introduced, who will be caught? When the accident takes place, what will happen? How to deal with it? That is our issue at this very juncture, and that leads to problem of introduction of 5G basically. And because all these problems will come the moment we will introduce higher level of technology in India. So Indians that way, we are providing a ground for data center by providing data center in India, by protecting our data in India itself. So that is the thing which we are going to do as a when AI is going to be introduced in a very big way. Already it's there in the field, and all are feeling the heat of AI. As I said yesterday, I was talking about the stock market. The crash that took place was mainly because of AI shares. That was because people thought that the prices has gone up to an extent that it has cooled down by $1 trillion. That is, 1 trillion means 1 lakh crore rupees. And multiplied it by 90, you will come to know that a 90 trillion rupees were washed out from the American market in a day, impacting Asia and other nations. So that is one aspect. He was talking about accounting entries, especially with regard to Enron. So the forgery in Enron, it was more of a legal in nature because of the subsidiary they have created, and the law gives them permission that how to go into the and that is. But fact of the matter is that Enron was a top most organization for at least 2-3 years, and thereafter it collapsed. That itself speaks volume with regard to that how much things are required in case of accounting and accounting area where such kind of figures can be projected in front of the market, and the organization can be when they are at nothing, the organization collapse, and they were considered to be number one organization. So that is the gap between market and the organization that was reflected when the Enron collapse took place. So apart from Enron, when we are talking about Tesla, Tesla is facing competition from Chinese car maker. So that's another area. But on the other hand, they are Musk is having advantage that total control over the business of cell phone, not production, but their company, which provides Just as Airtel gives us info, Airtel, Jio, and all these provide info connectivity. So they are connecting. Connectivity is there in the whole world, covering U.S., European nations, and a few nations of the Asia. But naturally, that organization, when they came with the IPO, naturally it's going to be a person become from $500 billion to $1 trillion person. So nobody has ever thought of that a person can be valued in $1 trillion, mainly because of the new technology and the technological advance, and making use of the technology, one can reach to the level. So AI in itself has reached to a level that nobody has ever thought of. And fact of the matter is that India is nowhere when it comes to AI. We never put money in case of research and on research. We never put money on development of these things. I think I remember Vishal Sikka was there in Infosys. He was removed, and one of the charges was basically a sort of corruption. So that was one thing, but that has resulted in, and today Infosys, although they are number 2, but had they would have been in AI, things would have been much different, and India would have been on this platform much earlier. So we have lost battle with regard to AI, just as we were the last one to introduce computers. And today, if you look at the balance sheet of all the companies, you will find that the maximum wages is coming from those balance sheets gives maximum weightage to the wages. That is not the case in case of the rest of the organizations which are there in India, where the wages is just 20%. Here, in this case, it is 50%. So, people, when I remember correctly, when computer was introduced in India, there were a lot of people who were criticizing that it will create a jobless situation. A lot of people's jobs will be taken away. No doubt that the jobs are taken away because I'm not finding that the banks, they are operating at a much faster rate in terms of growth, in terms of branches. But they are, when it comes to business, the business is tremendous because most of the things are taken away by with the help of technology. Most of the things are done, so transactions are not cash, mainly by other things. So nature has changed. So AI in future will change the whole scenario. It will help individuals in different form. It will take away different jobs, no doubt about it. But at the same time, those who will receive the job, their earnings will be huge. So one person, naturally the gap between rich and poor is again will increase. So this is a problem that AI is going to create in a country like India, where the population is roughly about 147 crores. The problem is going to be much severe. So such kind of thing will create anarchy in society, might be in India, but may not happen in other cases where but a divide between rich and poor will increase. Educational growth again is going to be an issue. How to reach to the level, how to study this course, because I remember correctly that It took roughly about 2000. By 2000, we were able to start courses in a very big way in universities in India. So knowing about AI is something which is, I think, when it is not in the domain of the corporate, so we cannot think of universities coming in a big way talking about AI in a very big way. So that is a problem faced in India, but the fact of the matter is that the US is able to reach the top. One of the reason is AI, and AI impact is seen through our cell phone, through our social media. All these things are being controlled. So with this, I think this conference has done. I never thought of that we can go reach to this kind of conclusion, and I must appreciate uh, those who are the all those persons who are responsible for making a topic 1 year ahead, and those who are implementing today. I think faces are in front of me, and I must say that it is a great success. And success for this success, all this Pooja, Mukta, Nisha, and Dr. R.S. Singh, all this, so they are also being because they are the front and those who are not seen in front of me, all those who make this program successful. Uh, um, my big congratulations to all of them to making it successful. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful and well. It is now time for the valedictory address. It is my privilege to invite Professor Dr. Ravindra Raina, Professor of Economics at the Durban University of Technology, South Africa. May I request the IT team to kindly present a virtual bouquet as a token of our respect and gratitude. IT team, please present virtual bouquet. Professor Raina is an internationally renowned economist and academic leader with over 33 years of distinguished experience in teaching, research, and academic administration across Africa, Asia, Europe, and Asia Pacific region. He currently serves as Professor of Economics at Durban University of Technology, South Africa, and also holds several prestigious international academic appointments. An eminent researcher, Sir has authored over 200 research papers, 10 scholarly books, and more than 75 book chapters. He has also supervised over 60 postgraduate and doctoral scholars and serves as editor-in-chief and editorial board member of several reputed international journals. Professor Raina has been honored with numerous national and international awards for his outstanding contributions to research, higher education, and academic leadership. I respectfully invite Professor Dr. Ravindra Raina to kindly deliver the valedictory address. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed absolutely a proud honor and privilege for me to be part of this DSPSR International Seminar. I'd like to thank our fatherly personality and also the chairman of DSPSR, Professor B.P. Singh ji, and also the Secretary General of DSPSR, Professor Ajay Kumar Singh ji, and Director General of DSPSR, Professor Anil Kumar ji, and Professor Rajendra Srivastava ji, and also Professor R.S. Singh ji, the Registrar and the Acting Director, and Mukta ji and Pooja ji. Thank you, one and all, Nisha ji. Thank you, one and all, for getting me this opportunity. Well, the topic that was chosen for this particular international seminar is very, very pertinent for all of us, whether we are aware of the intelligence, artificial or human intelligence or not, or industry 5.0. we're still connected with this particular topic. So listening to the stalwarts, the expressions that they given to us is absolutely stunning and with some kind of insights. I would like to express in the interest of time that what is this artificial intelligence and what is the human intelligence and how we marry these two. What is the discrepancy? What is the dichotomy between these? And how does it impact the industry 5.0? So that is probably in a nutshell. I would like to speak few points that, ladies and gentlemen, the artificial intelligence is not a new concept, although it has been in existence from 1952. That was already about 70 plus years ago. But the development that are occurred within this artificial intelligence is absolutely massive and radical only for the past couple of decades, particularly for the past 1 decade. So the changes, the way that they are moving is sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's shocking, sometimes it is joyful and so on. We never even imagined the fact that somebody who doesn't have a car, who doesn't even own any car, can become one of the richest persons on earth. For example, Uber and most of those companies, using some sort of applications, they can become themselves as some of the billionaires. That's one of the point I would like to stress upon. And by doing this, the artificial intelligence is taking whether the jobs are being taken over by the artificial intelligence or not. That's the fundamental question. We all know that for the past 5 years or so, there are lots of people they lost their jobs. Probably more than 90 million people they lost their jobs across the globe. When we lose these jobs scenarios, and then whether the new jobs are created or not created, that is another question we need to ask ourselves. We have the scenarios, for example, according to the OECD report, the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, they publish reports on key issues such as this. And then they created a report, or they produced a report last year, the 7th of January. Anybody can able to access the document, Future of Jobs 2025, OECD report. You can get the details of the report. The report categorically mentions that at least in the coming 10 years period, right, we are at 2026 now, by 2035, in about 10 years period from now, there is a job loss, there is no doubt at all. There will be a replacement or displacement of the human beings who are already working today. They will be lost their jobs. That is clearly indicated. Why the reason why these indications have been made is that there was probably more than 30,000 employees across the globe from multiple companies are being interviewed. CEOs are being interviewed, and CEOs were saying that even if we don't like to adopt the artificial intelligence in our own industries, in our own manufacturing firms, we are forced. We cannot move ahead. We are forced to adopt. Therefore, by adopting such kind of technologies, automatically displace the human beings. And those who are in power today, those who are having job today, they will become jobless. So this is the kind of clear indication. So the report clearly says, ladies and gentlemen, that about 170 million new jobs are going to be created by the artificial intelligence. So we are looking at 92 million jobs that are lost or that are going to be losing again and again and again in the coming few years. But the good point, the positive side of this kind of artificial intelligence is that close to 80 million new jobs are going to be created. So we don't need to be worried too much, because the pessimists always believe that no, something is going to come. Artificial intelligence is like a devil. It's also going to kill us or take jobs from us and so on. We don't need to worry too much, but only worry is that now, Professor Srivastavaji is already talking about, as per Anilji, he was sharing his views in 1990. Professor Srivastavaji was talking about artificial intelligence when I was still doing my master's degree. I do not know anything about artificial intelligence. I do not know anything about laptop or computer technology. Not long time ago, just about 36 years ago. Now, the technology, the way that is expanding, with a speed that is the expansion has been made, is absolutely unimaginable. So people were talking about artificial intelligence in 1950s or 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000. Now, most of us, we do not know about that. If we go to Africa as a continent, most of the African people, particularly in countries like Zimbabwe, Burkina Faso, or maybe in a country like Mali, Malawi, and Chad, Niger, and even Nigeria, and so on. If you go to the rural part of such countries, majority of the people, they don't know anything about, except mobile phone, they don't know anything about artificial intelligence. So when we have majority of the people living in African continent, they do not know anything, even in Indian continent, subcontinent. Though we claim ourselves, we are the #1 country in the whole world, not only in terms of population, but also in terms of artificial intelligence. We spend, government of India spend huge amount of money, enormous amounts of money has been invested, probably over 10,000 crore rupees have been invested on this particular exercise. There are two things that government of India brought in recently, that AI for India, how the AI can be used by the Indians and what impact the Indians can create. Then make AI in India. There's another kind of program that is embarked by government of India. So by using these tools, government of India is trying its best to make AI as one of the powerful weapons, with a caution that displacing and replacing the human beings is not the solution. Rather, we need to complement each other. So AI one side and human intelligence on the other side, they are there to complement each other. They are like two sides of the same coin. Whereas people, they scared, they were saying that, no, this is a devil. It is going to kill human beings. It is going to replace us. After all, intelligence or artificial intelligence has been created by the human beings. We are the people who create. So we don't need to worry about the AI and its power. It is not going to overpower us or going to smash us. So that is one of the points I would like to make it clear. The other point I wanted to make it clear, colleagues and ladies and gentlemen, is that though we are moving in this 21st century with a high speed, where driverless cars are in existence already, they are in operation. There are so many things that we don't even think about 2 years ago that is already been taking place. Few years ago, we do not even know that while I'm sitting somewhere elsewhere in the world, you are in Delhi and elsewhere, we still see each other, we still listen to each other, we do not know. Even 20, 30 years ago, we do not know somebody in the USA can make a call, video call to India and to a family member and speak. All these radical developments that are occurred.
I can't hear him, or I can't hear any sound.
Sir, I think there is some technical issue with Professor Ravindra Rana, sir.
My apologies. I do have some technical glitches due to which I was logged out, connection issues. So I was telling that the data processing, the data centers that are being established and going to be established, probably is going to have a significant impact on the artificial intelligence arena. While looking into these facts and figures, millions of information or millions of gigabytes of information can be processed and decisions can be made, patterns can be established in fraction of seconds. That's what is happening. Whereas human being, although is more powerful than that particular artificial intelligence. If you look at the memory of a human being, on an average, every human being has got a memory of plus minus about 2.5 petabytes of memory power. None of us, we know that we have that much power. So meaning that the people we are sitting together here, we have a memory of 2.5 million gigabytes of power. Whether we use 1% or 000, put 100 zeros and put 1%, then we need to question ourselves that we are unable to use our own memory power because we think that it is not necessary to use our memory power. So meaning that if you compete with artificial intelligence, still human beings can surpass the artificial intelligence that has been created. So that is another important point I would like to make. So whichever the case it is, ladies and gentlemen, I know in the interest of time, got a lot to talk about, but in the interest of time, I'd like to mention that though we need to prepare an arena where we need to prepare the cyber laws with ethics and morals and values that the artificial intelligence should not overtake the human beings. And we need to practice at the governmental level that the ethics and the best practices that are being implemented strictly so that the artificial intelligence that we think about, it can only complement, it cannot become a competitor to the human beings. So that is another important point I would like to mention. Lastly, the Industry 5.0, we talk about the robotics. Even a human being, probably a servant maid, doesn't need to go to work and work for somebody's house. A robot can do everything. There are already robots that are in place in China, even in India, in some cities. Robot, you give the instructions, robot will do everything for you, whether the cleaning, washing, and things like that. So that is what is happening. Now, what is going to happen for the people we need to think about? The artificial intelligence robotic technologies is trying to take the human beings' jobs away, whether they are lawyers, advocates, they they cannot even write proper application, a legal lawsuit to file a case against somebody in the high court or in municipal court or district level courts. Whereas you give command to few words command to probably chat GPT and whatever the 1500, more than 1500 application that we have, in fraction of seconds, it can give you wonderful application. It's better than what we think, better than how we organize the content action. So these things, there will be a job losses, but we all need to remember that if somebody who wants to learn, relearn, upskill and reskill with artificial intelligence, they never lose the jobs. Those who don't want to upskill themselves, those who wanted to develop themselves with the artificial technologies, they always lose the jobs. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let us not be frightened by this AI. AI is always AI, artificial, it cannot be natural. But let us try to improve our own intelligence with the support of artificial intelligence so that we can complement each other without competing with each other. So with these few words, I'd like to thank the organizers and all the colleagues from DSPSR. Thank you, one and all. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring and thought-provoking valedictory address. We sincerely appreciate your gracious presence and the time you have shared with us. Thank you once again, sir. Every successful seminar leaves behind valuable learning, meaningful discussions, and lasting reflections. As we come to the close of this enriching two-day academic journey, I now have the privilege of presenting the Reportier Report, highlighting the key proceedings and major takeaways of the 28th Annual International Seminar. The seminar commenced on 27th June 2026 with the industry session on the theme Emerging Dimensions of Industry 5.0 and Future of Work, held from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the online mode. The session was chaired by Shri Dhyan P.S. Chauhan, Managing Director, Amazing HR Services Private Limited. The panel comprised Mr. Badri Srinivasan, Principal Agile Coach, SGGSC, Ms. Jayati Mitra, Director, EBSISA HR Consulting, and Ms. Uteshta Chauhan, Technology Consultant, Accenture. The session was introduced by Dr. Nisha Dutt, who welcomed the dignitaries and participants and highlighted the significance of integrating artificial intelligence with human intelligence. Shri Dhyan P.S. Chauhan emphasized the importance and technical expertise, communication skills, creativity, adaptability, and continuous learning for future professionals. Mr. Badri Srinivasan highlighted how artificial intelligence is transforming organizations and stressed the need for lifelong learning and human AI collaboration. Ms. Jayati Mitra focused on the growing importance of communication, teamwork, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and adaptability in enhancing employability. Ms. Uthesta Chauhan explained how AI is improving productivity and encouraged students to combine technological expertise with creativity and human-centric approach. The session was concluded with an interactive discussion on AI, automation, employability, and the future of work. The inaugural session held on 27th June 2026 from 7 to 9 p.m. formally commenced the 28th Annual International Seminar. The session began with the welcome address by Professor Ajay Kumar Singh Sir, Secretary General, Organizing Committee, who highlighted the role of AI and Industry 5.0 in shaping the future of work. Then our keynote speaker, Dr. Rishi Mohan Bhatnagar, co-founder and MD of AA2IT, highlighted the importance of ethical and explainable AI in education, emphasizing transparency, accountability, and inclusive AI. After that, our guest of honor, Professor Sunil Maheshwari, Professor, Indiana University, USA, addressed the audience by highlighting the impact of artificial intelligence on the economy, emphasizing productivity enhancement, emerging job opportunities, workforce transformation, and the importance of reskilling. The session continued with the address of our guest of honor, Professor Anil Kumar Singh, Director Journal, Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research, who discussed the various applications and impact of AI in daily life, finance, and investment management. Then Professor Rajesh Khajuria, Emeritus Professor, San American University of Mongolia, addressed the audience by highlighting the importance of quality assurance, international accreditation, and transformation in higher education. He discussed the role of ATHIA Europe in promoting global academic standards and emphasized the adoption of quality-driven approaches by educational institutions. After that, Delhi Business Review, an international journal of Society for Human Transformation and Research, Volume 27, Issue 1, January to June 2026 was officially released. The session was concluded with the vote of thanks delivered by Dr. R.S. Singh, Officiating Director, Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research. On 28th June 2026, Technical Session 1 on the theme Human Intelligence in the AI Age, Challenges and Opportunities was conducted from 8:30 to 11 a.m. The session commenced with a welcome address by Dr. Pooja Kumari, Session Coordinator. The session was chaired by Dr. Rajendra P. Srivastav, Professor Emeritus of Accounting and Information System, School of Business, University of Kansas, USA, while Dr. Satyendra Kumar Singh, Director, Divine International Group of Institutions, served as the session co-chair. The keynote address was delivered by Dr. Sanjay Bateja, Director, Capital University College, Dubai, UAE. The session featured presentations on diverse contemporary themes, including the paper presented titled Women's Professional Development in Higher Education in the Age of AI, Challenges and Opportunities by Dr. Janardhan Podal and Mr. Rishabh Podal. The paper titled Widespread Innovation by Dr. Uma Kumadi. Paper titled Analysis of Rural Health Prediction Machine Learning Algorithms with LSTM GAN Architecture for 5G Medical Time Series Analysis. Analysis was presented by Dr. Diksha Dalal and Mr. Aryan Jain. Paper titled Global Critical Thinking for Sustainability, the Convergence of Human Intelligence, Artificial Intelligence, and Industry 5.0 was presented by Dr. Felix. Paper titled Use of Artificial Intelligence by Human Resources, Opportunities, Challenges, and Future Direction was presented by Dr. Rajiv Kumar Agarwal. Paper titled Adoption of Artificial Intelligence in Higher Education, Experiences of Teachers in India was presented by Dr. Ritimoni Bordoloi. Paper titled Data Mining in Healthcare from Methods to Real World Impact by Dr. Sonia Seni. Paper titled Human Intelligence in the Age of AI Challenges and Opportunities was presented by Ms. Khushbu Kumari. Paper titled Human Intelligence in the AI Age, a qualitative study of stakeholder adaptations to online and hybrid education during COVID-19 was presented by Mr. Rishabh Paudel. And lastly, the paper title Exploring Functional Shifts in Human Resource Management, Employee Behavior and AI Use was presented by Mr. Rahul Navani and Dr. Hardik Shah. The technical session 2 titled Artificial Intelligence in Industry 5.0 Vision and Directions commenced with a welcome address by Dr. Nisha Dutt. She introduced the theme of the session and welcomed the technical session chair, Professor Dr. Ravindra Raina, the co-chair, Dr. Anil Kumar Goswami, and the keynote speaker, Dr. Talib Muhammad Sharif Umar. The paper presented the first paper was Artificial Intelligence as a Driver of Business Transformation, Challenges and Best Practices, presented by Dr. Rupina Popli and CA Rajat Malik. Paper titled Impact of Immersive Technology Purchase Decision in India Apparel Sector was presented by Dr. Suresh Kumar Jha. Paper titled AI Without Guardrails, a systematic review of responsible AI governance challenges for organizations in the Industry 5.0 era was presented by Mr. Upendra Nath Saraswat, Dr. Archana Singh, and Dr. Vikas Gupta. Paper titled Use of Artificial Intelligence in Accounting, Present and Future Prospects and Challenges was presented by Dr. Tanushri Sarkar. Paper titled From Digital Banking to Intelligent Banking, Assessing the Influence of Artificial Intelligence on e-cervical dimensions in the Industry 5.0 era was presented by Dr. Pooja Kumari and Ms. Aditi. Paper titled AI-Enabled Green Marketing Opportunities and Challenges was presented by Dr. Mukta Katyal and Ms. Tanya Mittal. And lastly, paper title Examining the Mechanisms Linking AI Adoption to Shopper Experience in Omni-Channel Retailing was presented by Mr. Ramesh Kumar and Dr. Parag Shukla. Technical session 3 on the theme Emerging Dimensions of Industry 5.0 and Future of Work was conducted on 28 June 2026 from 11 to 1 p.m. The session commenced with a welcome address by Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Yadav, session coordinator, followed by the opening remarks of the session chair, Professor G.S. Popli, professor and former director, DSPSR. The session was co-chaired by Dr. Shipra Singh, professor, Department of Management, IIMT, who also shared her valuable remarks. The session featured following papers. Paper titled Digital Literacy and Empowerment as a Crucial Indicator of Success, case study of Amazon.in was presented by Dr. Novedita Pandey. Paper titled Intelligent ERP Ecosystems in Indian Higher Education, a Conceptual Framework for Automated Skill Gap Mapping and Curriculum Realignment in the Industry 5.0 Era was presented by Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Yadav. And paper titled Determinants of ICT Adoption Among Life Insurance Customers, the Mediating Role of Performance Expectancy was presented by Mrs. Seema Rani. The technical session 4 titled Responsible Sustainable Development and Industry 5.0 commenced with a welcome address by Dr. Hemkant Kulsresht. He introduced the theme of the session and welcomed the technical session chair, Professor Rana Singh, the co-chair, Dr. Charu Sri, and the keynote speaker, Professor Amitabh Gupta. The first paper was presented by Dr. KVN Lakshmi on the topic Secure Future and Sustainable Investment, studying the role of V2Z investment potential from an investor's perspective. The second paper was presented by Mrs. Soma Mukherjee on the topic Revitalizing Entrepreneurial Opportunities for a Progressive Future, proposing a multidimensional framework. Technical session 5 on contemporary issues was chaired by Professor Dr. Hamid Saremi, Professor Iranian Electronic University, Iran, and co-chaired by Professor Seema Kumari, Professor and Dean, Department of Management Studies, Ecolan Institute of Technology, Faridabad. The session was coordinated by Ms. Chetna Sharma, Assistant Professor, DSPSR. The paper titled The Impact of Pre-Departure Training on Work Adjustment Research was presented by Ms. Chetna Sharma and Ms. Tanu Pandey. The paper titled Sustainable Fund Market Expansion and Development, a Comprehensive Analysis was presented by Dr. Komal Rathi. The paper titled Impact of Digital Payment Adoption and Financial Inclusion in India was presented by Dr. Hemkant Kulshrestha, Ms. Mayuri Gupta, Ms. Tanvi, and Ms. Mehak Sharma. Paper titled Beyond Academic Achievement, a Holistic Student Development Model for Higher Education Institution was presented by Ms. Mani Goswami. With this, I conclude the repertoire report. Thank you. It is now time to recognize and celebrate the outstanding contributions and achievements of our participants. To announce the awards, I have the pleasure of inviting Dr. Mukta Katyal. Ma'am, may I request you to kindly announce the awards?
Thank you, Dr.
Over to
Pooja.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja. Now it's time for one of the most awaited events of this international seminar, the announcement of the Best Paper Awards. So for the technical session 1, Human Intelligence in AI Age, Challenges and Opportunities, Professor P.N. Singh Second Best Paper Award goes to Dr. Disha Dalal, Assistant Professor. The paper title is Analysis of Rural Health Prediction, Machine Learning Algorithms with LSTM GAN Architecture for 5G Medical Time Series Analysis, jointly authored with Mr. Aryan Jain. First best paper, that is Professor Om Prakash Best Paper Award goes to Mr. Rahul Navmani, Research Scholar, Nirman University, paper entitled Exploring Functional Shift in Human Resource Management, Employee Behavior and AI Use, in co-authorship with Dr. Hardik Shah. For technical session 2, Artificial Intelligence in Industry 5.0, Vision and Direction. Professor P.N. Singh Second Best Paper Award goes to Mr. Upendra Nath, Research Scholar, Delhi Technical University, on the title AI Without Guardrails, a systematic review of responsible AI governance challenges for organization in the Industry 5.0 era.
Dr. Mukta, we should spotlight these people, the host should spotlight those people.
Okay.
They should be asked to open their videos, give them the bouquets and all that. You are just announcing and moving ahead.
Okay. So we request the participants, which I'm announcing their names, kindly switch on their videos. Mr. Upendra Nath ji, if you're there, please just raise your hand so that we can able to identify you and will able to, thank you so much. So along with the co-authorship with Dr. Archana Singh and Dr. Vikas Gupta ji, sir. Thank you so much and congratulations to you, sir. Professor Om Prakash Best Paper Award goes for technical session 2 goes to Dr. Pooja Kumari, Assistant Professor DSPSR. Congratulations, ma'am. The paper entitled From Digital Banking to Intelligent Banking, Assessing the Influence of Artificial Intelligence on eSQL Dimensions in the Industry 5.0 Era, along with the Ms. Aditi. Thank you and congratulations, Pooja madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bouquet should also be presented to them,
Yes.
The host should do that exercise.
Parallelly, you may just ask IT team to just offer the bouquet virtually.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll do that. Sure. Sure. Next.
In the meantime, you can announce, yeah?
Yes, yes. For technical session 3, Emerging Dimension of Industry 5.0 and the Future of Work, Professor P.N. Singh Second Best Paper Award goes to Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Yadav, Assistant Professor, DSPSR. So I request Sanjeev sir kindly switch on your video. And his topic is Intelligent ERP Ecosystem in Indian Higher Education, a conceptual framework for automated skill gap mapping and curriculum realignment in the Industry 5.0 era. Congratulations, sir. Professor Om Prakash, Best Paper Award goes to Mrs. Seema Rani. Ma'am, please switch on your video if you are there in the session. Research Scholar, Haryana School of Business, Guru Jambeshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar. The topic is Determinants of ICT Adoptions Among Life Insurance Customers, the Mediating Role of Performance Expectancy. Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. For
Thank you,
technical session 4, Responsible Sustainable Development and Industry 5.0, Professor P.N. Singh, second best paper award goes to Dr. Partha Naskar, Journal Manager Account, West Bengal. His topic is rehabilitating entrepreneurial opportunities for progressive future, proposing a multidimensional framework. Congratulations, sir. Along with the co-author with Mrs. Soma Mukherjee, Mr. Pitu Kundu, and Ananya Modak. Congratulations to each and every one. Okay, Soma ma'am, please kindly switch on your video. Soma Mukherjee ma'am. Okay. So for the first Om Prakash Best Paper Award goes to Dr. K.V. and Lakshmi. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Assistant Professor, Christ University, Bangalore. Secured future, paper entitled Secured Future and Sustainable Investment, studying the role of B2G investment potential from investors' perspective. Congratulations to you, ma'am.
ये ठीक से बुके दिया है जो है Congratulations to you.
Technical Session 5, Research Paper Presentation on the Contemporary Issues. Professor P.N. Singh, second best paper award goes to Dr. Nisha Dutt, Assistant Professor, DSPSR, and Andata Sathi, and AI-powered dimension support ecosystem for precision crop selection and socio-economic yield optimizations. In co-authorship with Ms. Khushi Datta, student DSPSR, we congratulate you, both of you. Dr. Nisha Dutt and Ms. Khushi Datta. Professor Om Prakash Best Paper Award goes to Dr. Komal Rathi, independent researcher, and analysis of the sustainable fund market expansion and its role in supporting development finance from 2017 to 2024. Congratulations, Dr. Komal ma'am. If you are there, please kindly switch on your video. I think she's not there. Okay, now the last overall best paper. Late Srimati Sushila Singh overall best paper award along with the cash prize of rupees 5,000 goes to Mrs. Mani Goswami, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Management Studies, Sri University, paper entitled Beyond Academic Achievements of Holistic Student Development Model for Higher Education Institutions. Ms. Mani Goswami ma'am, please kindly switch on your video. Yeah, thank you so much and many congratulations. Congratulations to all the winners. Over to you, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Congratulations to all the award winners. Your achievements are truly commendable. As we come to the close of this memorable two-day seminar, it is time to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to its success. To propose the vote of thanks, I have the privilege of inviting Dr. R.A. Singh Sir, Officiating Director, Delhi School of Professional Studies and Research. Sir holds an MSc and PhD in Environmental Science from Lucknow University and brings with him over 18 years of teaching, BBA, BCom Honors, BCA and PGTM, and administrative experience. He has served the institution in several key administrative roles, including Deputy Registrar and Registrar, and is widely recognized for his commitment to academic excellence, research, and institutional development. Sir, may I now respectfully invite you to kindly propose the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja Kumari, for the warm and generous welcome. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Distinguished guest, esteemed speaker, respected faculty member, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm and pleasant good evening to all. As we approach the culmination of this highly enriching journey, it is my absolute honor and privilege to welcome you all to the valedictory session of the 28th International Seminar organized by Delhi School of Professional Study and Research, DSPSR. Over the course of this seminar, we have explored a theme that is not only relevant but also crucial for the future of humanity and global economies: human intelligence, artificial intelligence, and Industry 5.0. We began this remarkable academic journey with a profound foundation. I would like to express our deepest gratitude to Professor Ajay Kumar Singh for his inspiring welcome address and theme presentation. Sir, you brilliantly set the stage by reminding us that while Industry 4.0 focused on automation and cyber physical system, Industry 5.0 bring the focus back to humanity. It represents the harmonious collaboration between cognitive power of human intelligence and the physical capability of artificial intelligence. Thank you, sir, for setting such a inspiring tone for entire seminar. An academic gathering for this stature is enriched by presence of globally respected scholars and thought leaders. We are immensely grateful to our distinguished guest of honor for sharing valuable insights. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to our distinguished guest of honor, Dr. Rajendra P. Srivastava. Sir, your perspective on human intelligence versus artificial intelligence and your thoughtful analysis of how AI is reshaping the accountability, data governance, and decision-making framework have provided us with masterclass in understanding and navigating the future of corporate and financial ecosystem. Our sincere thanks is also due to Professor Anil Kumar Singh. Sir, your expertise on operation excellence and integration human-centric design into technical workflow has provided a practical roadmap for embracing Industry 5.0. Thank you for bridging the gap between technological advancement and global socio-economic realities. I am equally grateful to Professor Ravindra Raina, sir, for delivering the valedictory address. Thank you, sir, for your profoundly enlightening address. You beautifully encapsulated the essence of this seminar by reaffirming that the future does not belong to artificial intelligence alone, but to the powerful synergy between human intelligence and AI, where technology empowers humanity to achieve extraordinary possibilities. I would also like to express my heartfelt appreciation to all the researchers, academicians, industry expert, paper presenter, and delegates from India and abroad Your scholarly contributions, active participation, and thought-provoking discussion have made this international seminar intellectually vibrant and academically rewarding. My sincere thanks are due to the management of DSPSR, especially Professor BP Singh Sahab, Chairman DSPSR, for their constant encouragement and unwavering support in organizing this prestigious academic event. I also extend my appreciation to the member of organizing committee, faculty members, administrative staff, technical team, and students, volunteers, whose dedications, commitment, and tireless efforts ensured the seamless conduct of this session. Finally, I thank each participant for your enthusiastic involvement and valuable presence. Your interaction and exchange of ideas transformed this seminar into truly global platform for learning, collaboration, and innovation. As we conclude this memorable academic gathering, let us carry forward the knowledge, insights, and inspiration gained during this session. May we continue to work together towards building a future where human intelligence and artificial intelligence complement each other in advancing innovation, prosperity, and well-being of society. With these words, I once again express my sincere gratitude to all our distinguished guests, speakers, participants, and organizers for making this seminar grand success. We look forward to your continued guidance, support, and association in our future academic endeavors. Thank you very much. Over to you, Pooja.
Thank you very much, sir, for your gracious vote of thanks. With this, we come to the conclusion of the 28th Annual International Seminar on the theme Human Intelligence, Artificial Intelligence, and Industry 5.0. May I now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
Group picture to be taken after this, be careful.
Okay, sir.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे